Hello, everyone. Hutchinson, Kansas Real Band Productions here speaking, and welcoming into a light dream I wanted to bring you all here with. Today, we are going to be going around Kansas looking for abandoned railroad lines and also abandoned crossings here. And I already know a couple of crossings here in Abilene, Kansas. I just need to find where they are. And there is a crossing. I know there is a abandoned railroad crossing located off of Southwest 4th Street here in Abilene, Kansas, and I know it's here somewhere. Bingo, right there. We have two abandoned railroad crossings, and we have a couple old cars that are also abandoned. Anyway, here it is, right here. Right here, that is located off of Southwest 4th Street. Here in Abilene, Kansas. It's on the old Milky Valley branch. And I know you can't read. I know you really can't see. Um, you can barely tell what is the dot number. Actually, I can actually tell you what the dot number is on this crossing. The The dot number for this crossing is 602801G, and that is the dot tag. And it was on the this is on the ARVR railroad. This is what it was on. And then we will try to go to the other crossing and show you what it looked like. Here at the other crossing located off the South Emblem Street here in Abilene, Kansas. And if I zoomed in, you can see there are remains of some track. You can see there are some old track that are a little overgrown, but you can see that there are no. But you can see on the other side of that other crossing on South 4th, you can see that there is no track. So the tracks have been removed, as you can see. If you can see from right there. So, yeah. And the track did remain, and look what we got over here. Look what we got on the other side of the crossing. We got a couple old passenger cars that are sitting abandoned over here. We got a very old passenger car and a very old caboose that is just sitting there and being abandoned. Like, we got that really old green caboose, which what I'm going to do, I am going to see if I can turn down on this street and show you the two passenger cars. To take a look at that old, look at that old thing. Check out that old, look at that old caboose right there. Does it look amazing? Does it look pretty awesome? Does it look amazing, you guys? It looked pretty awesome, I can tell you that. It is one of the best in all area. And look at that old passenger car. Look at that. It's amazing. It's gorgeous. It's pretty awesome. All right. Okay. So that's a look at that crossing, of those two crossing there in Abilene. Now we need to go all the way to Enterprise. We need to go all the way to Enterprise right now and look at the actual abandoned line from Enterprise to somewhere else here in Kansas. And I will tell you where we need to go. But just give me a second here. Just give me a minute here, you guys. I just got done watching a Tom movie, so that will take. Just give me a second here for just a second. And I will show you the remains of the abandoned railroad line here in Enterprise. All right, guys. All right, guys. So you're probably wondering where is the rest of the abandoned railroad line? There actually is an abandoned railroad line here in Enterprise. I'm gonna show you where it is now. It does start the actual importance of the line, but the very first abandoned railroad crossing right here, it take place right here. This is the very first abandoned railroad crossing, like right here. But you can't see the track. But if we go back to 2014, if we go back to May of 2014, then look at that. You can see it. You can see the actual line. You can see the remains of the abandoned Loki Valley Railroad line. So yeah, you can totally see it. But here in 2023, you can't see it because it's been overgrown. But if we go down here, if we go all the way down here, like to this one, off the Moon Road, here in Enterprise, check this out. Now let me move it out of the way. You can see the abandoned railroad line. This is the abandoned Moki Valley Railroad line, or I think it is. Now if you remember, Ali, I actually did a video on the abandoned railroad line. Now you gotta gonna have to give me a minute here to figure out. Um, this abandoned railroad line went from Enterprise to Woodbine, Kansas. This abandoned railroad line went from Enterprise to Woodbine, Kansas, and it was I know it was part of the Moki Valley Railroad back in the day, but it no longer used. So that's how I can tell. So the railroad line continues on all the way down here. It continues and it's on this very old bridge. It's on this really old abandoned bridge right here out between the river and everything. But it is between center Kansas. So and then the abandoned line continues on down, and it comes to this side, comes to this area. This is 23rd the Avenue here in Enterprise, Kansas. And the abandoned railroad line is right here. And there it is, the track right there. I think yes, okay. Okay. Go back to the crop book, and there's another crop book that goes right into the trees. And now here in 2023, what can you see in that grass? You can know what it is. You can tell right there, you guys. That's right, the crop buck. The crop buck is down there, right in the ground. The crop buck is right there in the ground. So, and the other crop buck it covered up right into the entire trees. So, and the rail line continued on down that way. Down that way, at least. So, all right, let's continue on down. Let's continue all the way down here to our next abandoned railroad crossing and see what we got coming down here. All right. All right. The net crossing take that to 1631 23rd Avenue, County Route 452, I believe, here in Enterprise, Kansas. And here it is. This is the crossing. It is the abandoned railroad crossing. And it is on the Moki Valley Railroad. Or actually, let me see. I can zoom in again and see what this is on. This is on the this is on the A at R Railroad, I believe. So this is on the on some sort of railroad, I think ARS or something railroad, railroad line. So, and there's the merging information, but I can't read the number from here, so I do apologize. All right. So we do continue on down. We continue on down the remainder of this line. The line continues on from down here, right around me. Let's see. The abandoned line continues on down, and it continued right here. And Dillon Enterprise. This is off of 20th Avenue here in Enterprise, Kansas, and it is in 14. And as you can see, there are no crop butts here at this crossing. Line continues on down there, and we are going to continue to follow that abandoned railroad line, and we will and it will take it to another road. It take it to 1973 Oak Road here in Kansas, and there it is, the abandoned railroad line. There's the crop book right there. And the other crop, but I don't know where it is, Outlay. I might have to show you where it is. But there it is, the remainder of the line. May of 2024, and there it is right there. I'm gonna zoom in. There it is, the other crop book right there. Other crop book right there. And there the other one, and I think it does have a signage. I think on in the I think it does have a signage or something. Well, it doesn't have the emergency intermittent sign, but it does have the blunt the EMPT signage on. So it does have that on OAT Street in Enterprise, Kansas. And as you can see, the track continued on. And the court will be getting closer and closer to Woodbine here in the next. Okay. 19th Avenue, and then it's Enterprise, abandoned railroad line, and another image back in 2014. No, there are no crop, but I can tell there are no crop but here at this crossing. There's probably a private crossing, I think. I think it's a private crossing. I want to say it is. All right. Let's move on to the next area. All right. Okay, this is PAINT Road here in Enterprise, Kansas, and here it is, the abandoned railroad crossing. You got one crossbook right there. to oh, wait a minute, there we go. Okay, May of 20, and there is what the crossing did look like. But no crop but on that side because there is a lot of trees growing. There is a lot of trees growing in that area. Okay, we should be getting closer and closer to Woodbine here in the next couple minutes. Okay, County Route 458 here in Enterprise, Lat 18th Avenue here in Enterprise. No sign of the abandoned crossing. Well, you can kind of tell there's an abandoned crossing, but you can't tell where it's tracked it out. Like, the crossing probably been removed, I believe, but you can still tell. You can tell there's still some track there. There's some track. Then I believe this is the actual crossing because it is Chapman, Kansas. It is Chapman, Kansas, and there is some remains of track. So here crossing the night from May of 2014, but there's still some more track remaining. So we are in Chapman, Kansas as we speak. But the track continues on. Again, the track continues on until we get to Woodbine, and now we're at 857, called Rain Road here in Chapman, Kansas, and we do have a little emergency information sign. I can't tell what it said, but the cross bucket gone, but that sign remains. And of course, have the cross book over here. Part of the cross book missing, but the crossing sign is still there, and the emergency information sign is there. And yet it is on R at the RR railway. So actually, this railroad line, what's called the R at the RR railroad line. So no, this wasn't the Smoky Valley Railroad. This was the this was the abandoned A at R B railroad line, Black Smoky Valley Railroad line. So yeah, that is what it was. And I think we should be getting closer and closer to the end of this railroad line, because I know that railroad line does end when we get to Woodbine, but it's not ended yet. We're still in Chapman, C, and yeah, here it is, another abandoned railroad crossing. Track do continue on from right there, and they continue all the way down there, and there's the other cross book right there. 2024, and yep, there is a gate. There's a gate right there, outlet that is. And there's another abandoned railroad bridge right there at the Cary Creek. They abandoned. The railroad line continues on. It continues right here, and yet there it is. Yep, we are here in Woodbine. Yep, Woodbine, Kansas. We made it to Woodbine, so we made it to the Woodbine area. We made it directly to Woodbine, so we are definitely here in Woodbine, Kansas. The remains of the abandoned railroad line. And yep, the abandoned rail line that ended. It remained of the line. The rail line, it remains. Or actually, hold on. Never mind. It doesn't end it. It continues on. Huh. Yeah, because there's another railroad bridge and so wait a minute, did it not end it? Did it not end? Did it not end? Hmm. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's what I thought. Yep. The abandoned railroad line that ended right there. Off of 2335 Kansas 902 Alley here in Woodbine, Kansas. Yep, so that is the abandoned railroad line, and that is the remains of it. So yep, the remains right there. All right, so yeah, that is the abandoned railroad line from there. All right, so let's go up to Salina, where there is a couple of abandoned railroad track and a couple of abandoned crossing that used to be on it part of the line. Um. All right. Um. All right. All right. So let me show you where we have this abandoned railroad crossing. It is off of North Santa Fe Avenue here in Salina, Kansas, and I used to live in Salina, Hortally. Um, um, this right here, this line right here, where I'm looking at right here. This is what the crossing looked like. Don't mind the other two crossing. The other two crossing are active, but the second one is not active outly. And you can tell because there are two track parts that go right here, and the track remain. And the abandoned crossing is right over here, but it's not there anymore. But if we go back to May of 2013, you can tell there was a couple of crossing signals remaining, and there's that one. There's that crossing signal right there. And then behind me here, you can see we got ourselves a really interesting cantilever that is also here. Now, I don't know what railroad line this was out lane when Union Pacific abandoned that line. And back in 2014, the railroad crossing remained right here out lane, and this crossing remains. And then as we go back to 2022 out lane, this crossing was not here out lane. Uh, it 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 was out lane. Oh, okay. All right. Hello there. Yeah, back in 2020, that crossing was removed outly, and it no longer there outly. So yeah, that was remained of that outly. All right. Next location, I'm gonna take you all on. Next location, I'm gonna take you guys down to Kansas area. I'm gonna take you to Kansas City. where I did film a couple of some abandoned crossings down there. They're down at the yard, so let me see if I can find them. They're kind of hard to find, but I know they are. I know where they're at. So we got a couple. We got a couple of them crossings that are abandoned. Um, we got the very first one with here. Like right here. Here's the very first one. There's another one down there by that old elevator. I will show you that in a few minutes. But here is the very first abandoned crossing. Um, there is only one signal here along with a relay case, and you can't see the track anymore. They are overgrown, so they would use back in the day out late, but court being at I think BNSF decided to abandon it, I believe. So they decided to abandon the railroad line. Now, before I take you all down to the other crossing, I do want to show you all the way down here. And I didn't film this crossing because I didn't know it didn't sit. I don't know it did it sit. There is another crossing, and this one right here is off of F Street here, and off of South F Street here in Arkansas City, Kansas, and I think an old burr, I believe, outlet. I'm not 100% sure, but it is abandoned. It is completely abandoned. Just like now, the next wall is right down South M Street here. It's off of Miller Road. It's off of Mill Road right now, and here it is. It is right here. This is the abandoned railroad crossing I did film for you guys, and um, and we all know who actually filmed abandoned crossing. Golly, it is Reber Brick Production. He does film abandoned crossing, but I'm gonna start filming abandoned crossing too. Just to let you know. Now, I'm not really sure what kind of signal did it out late. I want to say this signal right here did a Satran base or Satran cantilever, I believe. We got a pair of really old lights. They are they are Siemens. I think they are Satran like 24 product rail lights, I believe, and one light is missing. We got the crot book, and up there be a Satran mechanical bell. We got a Satran mechanical bell, and up there we got a couple light. One is missing. A pair of Satran by Progress by Satran by 24 private rail lights, I believe. We do have a safe train gate mechanism, I believe. And the gates are missing. But as we go back to 2007, September 2007, you can see the gates are there. That light there and that light there. And the gate is there on that light. But back in 2023, those two lights, the one up there and the one on and here at the other signal, same situation. St. Trend cantilever, St. Trend 12, I think 24 part light, and the bell up there, the St. Trend mechanical bell, and all the lights up there are all St. Trend by 24 part lights. So, and the relay case is over there. So yeah, those are the three abandoned crossing there in Elkhart, there in Arkansas, Kansas. Now, there is another abandoned railroad line with a couple more crossings that I gotta find. And I did do a video just to let you know. I did do a video on it. It was the crossing. It was the abandoned railroad between Garden Plain and Keiman and Keiman, Kansas. So I gotta we gotta go to Garden Plain, Kansas, where the abandoned railroad started. And you're probably wondering what abandoned railroad line I am talking about. And actually, the abandoned railroad line actually doesn't take place in, or actually, no, well, actually, the remainder of the line actually became a bike trail, but well, yeah, actually, the abandoned railroad line actually take place in the town of Garden Plain, and it started off, and it started up here. It started up right here, outlet off of South 295 Street here in Garden Plain, and it you can tell what I'm saying. Here it is. Here it is right here, you guys. The start of the abandoned railroad line located right here in off of 402 Cedric Street here in Garden Plain, Kansas. And as we go back in 2007 in August, you can tell that the line was in good condition. But in 2009, it became worse, and then now here and now this image from 2014, it's probably a lot worse outlet. It's probably in worse condition. I probably want to tell you. And here it is off of North Main Street, and as you can see, the crossing is no longer there. But 2024, yet the crossing was there in 2014. There is the cross book, and then in 2023 in August, it the cross book was gone and the tracks were removed. All right. All right. Net crossing, this is off of 2296 South 311th Street, South West, Kansas. Um, there is the emergency information. Wonder I can read what it says, or well, we do have a well, we can't. Well, I can really tell what the number is on that crossing, but right, Wet 23rd Avenue is the next abandoned crossing, and um, now to tell you what the crossing, to tell you what the railroad or line, what the railroad, what the railroad does look like. Um, hmm. Well, I really can't tell you outlet. I have no idea what railroad line this is outlet. All I know it's just an abandoned railroad line. All I know, and it goes all the way to Kingman, Kansas, where it goes. All right. Here at the other abandoned railroad crossing and off of South 327. Um, let's see. Can I read the dock number? Dock number is 015199. It's the number. It's the dock number. So Nick Abandoned Railroad Crossing is located here in Cheney, Kansas. And this is a really old crossing, I can really tell you, Outly. This is an Emmett, and no, this one did not have any dot tag. There are no dot tags here at this crossing. So, and there is one of the abandoned. There is one of the railroad bridges right there. South 9th Street in Cheney, Kansas. Let's see. Dot number is 015201K, the number on that number. And then there the other cross book, there's the remain of the line, and it is abandoned. And then here's an image 2007. There's what the line did look like in August. And then August of 2023, that what it looked like. That what it looked like right there. And now we go to South 370, South 375th Street here in Cheney, Kansas, and that crop book is leaning. The dot number on that crossing right there. Sorry about that. 015202S, I believe, is the dot number on that crossing. Track do remain all the way down there, and here another image from 2007 to show you how the line continues on down. All right. Here is this right here, Kansas, and it abandoned. And the rail line it abandoned. Line it abandoned. I can tell it is because I know no train do not. I know. All right. This is off of South Main Street right here in Cheney, Kansas, and I can really tell. I can tell that line is abandoned, alley, because I can really tell that no train really doesn't come through here, alley, and I know K&O doesn't run through here, alley, at all, because I can tell K&O actually probably did abandon that railroad line if I'm not thinking, but I think that they did abandon that railroad line. All right. This is off of 101 Street. This is off of 101 South Adam Street. Here in Cheney, Kansas, and yet, as you can see, we do have an old elevator that probably still in service, but just not being used by train. This line it probably not used at all outly. I don't think. 2007, it would probably used back in 2007, but then in 2023, they decided to probably abandon the line and probably not. I don't think they need anymore. So why they decided to abandon the railroad line. Our next abandoned railroad take that down to 391 Street here in Cheney, Kansas. Um, um, let's see what the dock number is. Oh man, I cannot tell. I really can't tell what the emergency information does say on that. What about on that one? Not really, not at all. Huh. Hmm. All right, and there is another abandoned bridge right there. Our next crossing take that right here, off of 1695 Old River Road Street here in Cheney, Kansas, and crossing is abandoned, and you can totally tell. All right, next crossing, take the to 1984 South 150th Avenue here, right here in the town of Cheney, Kansas. Out in the country, as you can see. Only one crossbuck remained here, and the remainder of the track continued on down. Um, so, um, all right. 20, Southeast 20 here in the city here in Cheney, Kansas. Remains of the line crossbuck right there, and the crossbuck is probably down there, but yeah, it's on Southeast 20th Street right here in Cheney, Kansas. Next one will take it to 120 to a 2140 140 Avenue here in Cheney, Kansas. Yep, there are two crossbuck in it. There are two crossbuck and you got one there, and you got two right there. So. All right, next one. It takes it to 2545 Southeast 130 Avenue here in Cheney, Kansas. You can totally tell the crossing remains abandoned. They did the Shermore Creek. We got the Shermore Creek abandoned railroad bridge. Okay, this is a abandoned railroad crossing off of 2444 Southeast 120 Avenue in Murdock, Kansas. Murdock, Kansas. And I say that right. This is a very weird this is a very weird looking crossing. Let's see if we can get the dot number up there. So difficult to read that. Um, Hmm. Um. I think 01524A. I think. I really can't tell if that is correct or not. I don't really have a simple answer. Okay. There we go. 01015 216A. The dot number on that side of the crossing. So, all right, County Route 430 here in Murdoch, Kansas. There's one of the crot. Look, we got the crot. Look. Southeast 90 Avenue here. Did it also in Murdoch, Kansas? In Murdoch, Kansas here. Hmm. Southeast Southeast 20th Avenue. South Avenue. Uh, Still set up. Let's see. Um, and now we made it now, and we are now looking in Kingman, Kansas. So we're getting closer and closer to the end of the railroad line. So Southeast 10th Avenue. Southeast 10th Street here in the city here in Kingman, Kansas. And what we are looking at right now. That pretty much I can totally tell right now. Right, guys. I believe that the end of the line, because we do see some tanker cars there. So I believe that the end of the abandoned rail line from there. Now I did need to find some where else is another abandoned rail line. I'm not. I absolutely don't have any idea where that could be, but hmm. Hmm. Now I'm not 100% sure where here in Kansas. I might have to do some research. Um. Yeah, that's a good question. That is a good question. That's a good question. Ibran, Ibran, um, Maca, Macaping. I'm saying, I don't know. I know. I'm having trouble saying names. Yes. Tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get the weekend tech for WK68 in Amarillo and WJ51 tomorrow. If I can. If oh, that is the plan. So, but again, I am trying to find out where are there other abandoned railroad crossings or any other abandoned railroad here in Kansas. But I don't know where at in Kansas, but I will have to find out if I am going to be here at the house in the morning time. So, hmm. Hmm. Well, I know we do have a a there is possibly a line located in Cloud County, Kansas. Um, I think that right. But I'm not really sure at where at in a hmm hmm where will there be a abandoned somewhere? I don't really know. Hmm. Okay. There is. I don't know. It will show up out late, but I am looking on this website called Abandoned Rail, and I don't know that it's true or not. I don't know. I don't know. There is rail line doesn't exist anymore. But we are gonna go through it, and we're gonna see if we can find any abandoned line remaining. Because I am telling that there is some there is remains of some abandoned railroad crossing there in Abilene. There, I mean, not in Abilene. I mean in Minneapolis. And what I'm hearing, I think. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. Let's see. Well, I don't really know really explains it, but ah, okay, guys, I have an idea. I know where. I know there is one abandoned crossing of Cape 15 in Wichita. There is one crossing that is abandoned off of Cape off of uh it is off of Cape 15 located in the city of Derby. And um it is it's somewhere it's here it located somewhere here in Derby, I believe. Or I think. Hmm. Where is that? Where is that old crossing? Ah, here it is. There it is. Here it is. Found it. Alright. Alright, guys. Yep, here we are. Here it is, right here, you guys. I believe this is the crossing is abandoned. Right here. So yeah, they don't really use it. They don't use it crossing anymore, the U2 outlet, but it is abandoned. So I thought I'd put it in here and show it to you all. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and probably let you all go, and I'm probably gonna get ready to do my live show, my live Train Cam USA train show, Halloween edition on the other website. So I'll see you all later. See you all later.